Welcome to Literary Lands. Welcome to Literary Lands.
Action.
Tradition. Ooh. So, getting through the board. That gets you.
It's fine.
Got it. Moving through the rapid fire questions, we have our discussion questions. These are written down here, and we can read through them and react as we see fit. So, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Overcome.
All right. What did you think of the opening scene in Verity? How did you feel?
It's kind of sweet.
It's kind of sweet.
Sweet, like cool, sweet, like, you know,
Like kind.
it was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I blocked out all the other stuff. I just remember this, like, gentleman coming out of nowhere, shirt off his back for I don't know what reason.
It was way funnier, and also to, like, come down from imagining a person's head being exploded like a melon. It was fun to imagine that Jeremy was just walking around shirtless to begin with, and just carrying a shirt. So here, you can have this shirt.
I wasn't going to wear it anyway.
I wasn't going to wear this shirt.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of those Untuck It ones. We're not sponsored by Untuck It, but I'd like to be. So
I agree.
I think it was probably an Untuck It shirt that he was wearing. James, what did you think of the opening
Yeah,
scene?
you've read it twice now.
Yeah.
So
Sudden. There was no
just
lead
ran
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he went right into the street.
It's a fairly short book, so I felt like I was kind of expecting it to start with a bang or a pop in this instance, and it definitely did. It's like you have to, with that amount to get through, you just gotta like go right into it.
I think the first line was talking
Yeah.
about the blood.
I couldn't
being,
get that. I couldn't get that sound out of my head.
That's not the sound that I had in my head, but
It described it as a champagne cork, and it's like, man, that's a very distinct sound. It's like, wow, it's a problem.
sure.
Now, like,
Is that
yeah.
why you grabbed your glass?
yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I think the very first line was like describing the blood on her face, so that got me right into the mood of the book, and it pretty much just got worse from there. So it was good.
It's been a while, so we have kind of a deficit of grab ass.
Yeah,
we got to kind of build back up to. What did you first think of Jeremy when he first met Lowen, specifically in the bathroom? Did you feel any sparks fly within that coffee shop restroom?
I thought it was going to get spicy.
Immediately?
Well, I just assumed that's kind of our genre, right? So
Yeah. We just assumed.
Was there a reason they had to go in the men's bathroom to do the changing? Like, and then he locked
It's
the
New
door
York,
and like
so I
went in
assume-
there? I was confused
Because he had
by
to take
that.
his shirt off. Cause
Like, I understand giving the shirt, but like, did you have to go in the
I
bathroom and
think
lock
there
the
was
door?
the other
Yes.
one
It's
was
kinda weird.
The other one was occupied, I think, right?
Is that what it
The
was?
other one was occupied,
Yeah.
and then he didn't lock it in the beginning. He only locked it when she started to take off her shirt. So he was being a gentleman.
Because he didn't want anybody else get to see that. He
Do you
wanted
think-
it for himself? I understand. That
Do you
makes
think
sense.
Verity was in the other restroom?
Oh, God. Huge plot twist.
I don't know.
Wheel her out.
I didn't see the baby monitor.
Verity pushed the guy into the street, actually.
This story's making a lot more sense now.
God.
Oh, shoot.
Let's go back.
Okay.
Actual first impression was that he just seemed like overall disengaged and like kind of aloof, like, right? He wasn't, and he did that kind of a handful of different times, I would say, but where he's just like, I don't know, not quite all into the conversation necessarily. Like, he did enough to engage and, like, gosh, he said some stuff about the eye contact and, you know, how sensual it was, obviously. But, that was about it. I don't know. Yeah. And then, obviously, like, right after that, we kind of figure out, like, why. So.
Totally. When Corey, who is Lowen's agent, kind of a sleaze.
F, buddy.
Yeah.
Next.
F
buddy.
buddy. That's,
Yeah.
When Corey tells Lowen to be careful and not go to Jeremy's house, his place of residence, do you think he did it out of concern or jealousy? I said
yes.
He was jealous.
The
Jealousy?
answer is yes.
yes. He did it out of both.
It was both.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit of both. Because I think he, Jeremy probably, gives off kind of weird vibes, which understandably, right? If
He
you
was
don't know the
shirtless in a
situation.
boardroom, so.
But there was
Power
definitely
move.
some jealousy going on there. Power move, you say?
Shirtless in a boardroom?
Yeah.
That's a whole
Yeah, those are the vibes.
ultra
He
power move. I'm going straight jealousy. I don't think that he has, like, actual compassion. Ultimately, he was a pretty minor character. Other than the fact that the twist at the end is that he was Verity, actually, which is
I missed
Missed that part.
no. Yeah, I don't know. I think that, I mean, they didn't talk enough to know that. And I mean, she was kind of a private person too. Like her mom died and everything. Like he didn't even know that. Now, I mean, he didn't ask, but she also didn't like provide that either. So they're not like they're close, but they're not close. It's kind of weird. So, but ultimately, I mean, he had also just got shot down from trying to get it on too. And then she's like, because I'm going to go do this thing, aka Jeremy.
He was already like unbuttoning his stuff,
very
ready to go.
presumptuous. Like, hey, I know how this is gonna go, and then it did not, and they say, oh, by the way, you probably shouldn't go up there. So, I don't know. So it was all jealousy for me.
I think he was concerned that if she went
Wrong.
and fell in love with him, that she wasn't going to finish the manuscript and he wouldn't get paid. So.
Ooh, so it was concerned, but only for the money.
That's
in
right.
the back.
Okay. All right.
She
I'll
died.
That's
first.
There goes my
Big-
meal
big
ticket.
That's right.
brain.
I will concede that point. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I still say it was jealousy, because I had kind of assumed that almost every character in this book had a tinge of narcissism to them, no matter who they were.
I didn't get that.
It was just like in what percentage though? Like certain ones were more narcissistic. I think he was probably the most narcissistic, so I just assumed it was jealousy. It's all about him. He's losing his buddy. If you were Lowen and you knew about his daughter's deaths and Verity's accident, would you feel comfortable going to the house with Jeremy, or would you hesitate?
Can we clarify, when you say going, just going and grabbing what you need, or staying, like knowing that you're going to be staying?
Let's assume, for the purposes of this discussion, this portion, that it's still the original agreement where you're just going to grab the things, and it's no more than a night or two, not the full spiel that it turned out to be.
I'm going to ask you to clarify one more thing, and I know that you've heard these
Sure.
questions, but what do you mean by knowing about the accident? Knowing that she was in an accident, or knowing that it was wrap the car around the tree accident?
I would say knowing that she died in an accident, stop there. Knowing
Wait. Oh, the kids. I'm sorry. I thought you said Verity's accident.
Both. We're talking about both.
Oh, okay.
So
Did you know you were surrounded by lawyers?
Yeah, right. Dude, this is like friggin' A Few Good Men or something. Let's just assume you know. So, can you? No. So
Can't handle the Verity.
assume for a moment
Very
that
good.
you're reading this in the newspaper and you're getting the headline. You have the headline summary. So not every gory detail, but enough to understand something.
Well, so that's basically what she did,
Yes.
actually.
Yes.
Okay. So knowing what Lo knows. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back in.
Can
And
I
we talk-
jump in?
Yeah.
Just how Corey.
Oh, nice. I guess.
Yeah, you were right. You know how he warns her of like, nah, seems a little sketchy,
Yeah.
that type of thing. So
Okay.
like you know that there were a couple accidents.
Yeah.
That's what.
Okay. My opinion on that is that she does not have much of a choice. One, he was fairly convincing, and two, she has $0, and this is a huge paycheck. So
Money talks.
and she almost has. I mean, she kind of like alluded to. She almost has like nothing to live for at this point in time either. So if something happens, it's kind of like fuck it, and I'll try and get that big ass payday. Like I don't know.
Can't pay your rent, about to get
Yeah.
evicted, like...
Yeah, literally.
Dire.
Sweet murdery lottery ticket. It might be really good. It might be really crappy.
Either I get murdered or I'm getting $500,000.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's the old trope of the house on the hill. Like you buy that, you get this house, but you are informed that it's haunted. In order to get it for free, you have to spend a night there. So it's kind of like that classic little setup. I mean, I'm with you where she did not have much to live for at that point, so may as well take the chance.
No
Like,
relatives.
yeah, well, she alludes
Just
to like some
worry.
mental issues at that point, so it's like her mental state at the
Yeah.
beginning was, would lead her to take that chance because what the hell else are you gonna do?
Yeah. Fair.
Also, like, the pressure of that position, because, like, you're basically a no-name writer, and you're taking over for somebody who is basically, like, a New York Times bestseller.
Your dream.
Like
and
Coho.
you're like, hey, the
Like
person
Coho.
has basically written out all of those stories, and, you have source material you can pull from. Yeah, I'll comb through that, so I don't have to, like, actually think of anything myself. Yeah, I would do it for a couple days. Stay in 2 weeks, banging somebody while their wife's upstairs.
You'd have to be really hot.
They'd be really hot. He'd have to wear the best sweatpants.
That's right.
I mean,
The
they'd have to be like
thinnest
Lululemon or
sweatpants
something.
possible.
Yeah.
Those nice Nordstrom ones that are real soft.
Nice shade of gray, if you will.
Okay. Did you answer? You answered.
I don't know. What the
Did you answer?
What's the question?
Yeah.
Would you hesitate to go to the house?
Oh, yeah.
Probably not. He seemed like a nice guy.
Hell, he gave me his shirt.
Yeah.
He's got a canoe.
All right, so moving on down the line, if you found Verity's manuscript, would you have read it, or would you have left it as is and ignored it?
Of course you read it.
Yeah,
Like, is
I'm
there
reading
even
that shit.
another option? You gotta read
You
it.
just found the friggin' secret diary of
Yeah.
your idol as a writer.
Or
And,
was
no,
it?
I'm not gonna read it. Or was it? Oh yeah, we get to that. I'm guessing that question's gonna come down a little bit later.
Yeah, probably right.
I
Yeah,
didn't include it.
I
You
think.
wouldn't read it. You wouldn't read it.
Oh yeah.
You would. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's if she's actually trying to be a diligent writer, which she actually was, she has to read anything and everything.
Yeah.
And then even she said to get in the mindset of who this person is, right?
Mm.
What is the writer mindset? How does Verity attack and approach? Well, that was a poor choice of words, but
Approach and then attack.
yeah, approach and then
that's
attack
right.
secretly. Her writings, and I think it was an important part of trying to understand.
I did like the mental gymnastics became easier for her to get through the more she read into it. Like,
Yeah.
initially it was just like, I won't, but I must. I won't, but I must. I mustn't,
Yeah.
but I must. And then it became like, I gotta read a few more chapters of this bitch before I go back.
Just one more.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
progression.
Shoot.